Yo, yo, yo. Market Mark Stero. Hi, Crystal. How are you? I'm doing good. Had a good day today. Thanks for asking. It's been a good overall day. Got a lot done. I worked pretty much all day. The weather was good. All was good. You told me a reading on my. Oh, cool. Well, that's good to know. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. You told me a reading on Marley's page and it came through. Oh, really? Oh, right. Yeah, we did. Yeah, you mean when I collab with Marley? Oh, I was like, I had to figure out what you just said. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, that was when Marley and I did the collab. You mean? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. Take your time. I just literally just got on, so I'm gonna be here for a while. Just take your time, sweetheart. That's fine. Clean my damn glasses. Mm. Yo, what's up, Ephraim? You all right, bro? Yeah, work. Yeah, I finished work about 2 hours ago. I'm done for the day. Now I'm on here just chilling. Weather was really nice here. It's 71 degrees. It's really nice. Yeah, I'm good, man. Had a good day. Got a lot done. All is good. All is good, man. Okay, I got it, Crystal. Thanks. You can go ahead and ask your question when you're ready. Thanks. Okay, that's a good thing. What? My question is, I called it quits with O'Shea yesterday due to his baby mama told me he was going with a girl named Misty, and I asked him. He said, "What was I talking about? What was I talking about?" His brother told me it was a lie, but I think it is true. His brother works with me, and he hooked us up. Hey, Miss Bikini. He told me yesterday he missed me in a text, but I didn't respond. So like, what's your question then? Because you said my question is, I called it quits due to his mom, and he told me the girl name, and I asked him. He said, "What was I talking about? Was I talking about his brother?" Told me it's a lie, but I think it's true. Sometimes not. He wanted to move in with me in July. We got a marriage certificate. It ends next week, but I ain't marrying him. I want to wait. Oh, okay. Is Rashay and this one Misty running together? I don't get anything going on between Rashay and Misty. I don't see that's not. I don't see anything here with that. What I get is that your boyfriend Rashay, he's he's got like he might be friends with this girl, but there's no love or no relationship or nothing going on. He might know this girl or whatever, but he's not with her. He's not in love with her. He's not going out with her. I don't get no love cards or any type of like cheating type of stuff here. I just get that, he's mentally drained by a lot of things. He's trying to get his money right. Looks like he's got a lot of anxiety. He's very impatient. He's trying to get, money and stuff and trying to work or whatever he's trying to do with money stuff, but he doesn't have no like serious relationship with anybody like I see like. No, I don't get that. The cards I get here is nothing to do with like him and Misty. I don't get a connection between them. There's nothing there. Yeah, there's no love stuff going on between Rashay and Misty. There's nothing there. I don't get anything. So it's a lie. Yeah, see, when I ask how does your boyfriend feel about you, he looks at you as his empress. Like he's the emperor and you're the empress. And in the middle, there's the devil card, which is people trying to get in between you and him and making a weird experience, lying, causing controversy, causing punishment, like self punishment. Like you can't make that shit up. Look, see, the emperor, the empress is you and him, and the devil card in the middle. So that's people trying to make you guys go against each other. But when I ask about Misty, it tells me no. It says he's nothing to do with her. But see, that devil card is his baby mama starting trouble between you and him because she's probably mad or jealous that he's with you. Like, I don't think he's going to contact you because you haven't responded. So he's kind of like, hey, Santina, how are you, sweetheart? No, I don't think he's going to contact you today. I don't think so. At least that's not his plan. He might contact you. There's a possibility. Like, he's trying to figure out what he's got to do. And he's like, it's a 50-50 chance that he'll contact you today. And because you didn't respond to him, he doesn't want to continue to like, he's probably either, let me see if he's gonna call you. Yeah, he'll call you today. He'll probably call you. He ain't gonna text you. He's probably gonna call you to see if you'll answer the phone. So he'll probably call you at some point in time today. How's it going, Santina? All good? You're welcome, Crystal. It's a really nice day today. Yeah, so nice. You're doing good besides people getting on your nerves? Join the club. Join the club. I what you just wrote, when you said how are you, that's the same thing. I'm doing good. Besides people getting on my nerves and acting like they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. Yeah, I feel the same way. People are just really annoying, and you know, a lot of like the people that I know in my personal life, like my sister, my brother, my mom, my dad, people I live and my physical life, not on here, but like my physical life, they're all like a pain in my ass. My nephews, everybody's been like a little pain in the ass every now and then. I don't bother nobody, to be honest. I'm just like here. Like yesterday, I was here cutting the grass, tidying up everything around the house, washing my clothes, washing my dishes, relaxing, trying to get my back. My back hurts a bit, but when I work, I put a back brace on today and it was pretty good. I'm not really in any pain anymore. Then I went to my mom and dad's house today, did some work down there, cut their grass, tidied up everything, made sure they were okay. Then I went to do some grocery shopping. Then I came home, relaxed a bit, then I took a shower, and now I'm here. It's like I always got something to do. I still got like dishes to wash and shit from earlier today. Then I went to the grocery store, bought a few things, $60. I'm like, what the fuck did I buy? Like, why is this shit like all expensive? Like, what the? And I'm looking at everything. I'm like, yeah, that everything's right. She charged me the right amount of money. I'm like, fuck, $60 just for these little bit of fucking groceries, man. And I'm like, damn it. Everything's just so fucking expensive and everything's just ridiculous. And I'm buying everything like on special and shit and like trying to like save money. And it's like everywhere you look, you're spending all this money on groceries and shit. And then on top of that, you got people aggravating me. Oh, can you do this? Can you do that? No. Oh, why? No. There's always something to do. Like, I'm trying to, pace myself and not overwork too much. But, there's always something. But, I was happy today because I got a really good deal on some tools. I searched the web for because I want to get like a big ass saw so that I can cut like long pieces of wood so I can make like I like to make shelves and stuff to fit like closets and all that stuff. So my sister wants me to do all of her closets and put like wooden shelves. They have metal shelves, but it's all getting rusty and shit. So she wants to put wooden shelves there. So I told her I need like a decent saw and a table. But here in Bermuda, they want like almost 2 grand for everything. And I'm like, fuck that. I said, I ain't buying that shit. Hell no, it's too expensive here. I said, look, I can probably get one online and bring it in for half the price. So I went Home Depot, I went all these places trying to look for a deal. And God puts me in the right place at the right time. So I went on this website that I used to go to get all my other tools that I had. It was a couple years ago, I bought all my tools from this one website, and they're legit. So I said, oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that place I went to a couple. I wonder if they have that type of tool. So I went on there and I was like, you can get the stand and the saw for $500. And I'm like, no way. So I was like, I looked and I was like, look at this shit. I'm like, they want $500 just for the stand in Bermuda. let alone the actual saw that's $1,000. So I'm like, fuck that. I can bring this in. I can pay $500 for this whole for the stand and the saw and bring it in for like maybe 300-400 bucks by the time I landed here. So I'm still got half. I'm still spending half the money I would spend here if I bought it. See, because what that is, they bring it in and then they put double the price on it so they can make a profit. And I'm like, you ain't making no profits off of me. Hell no. I'm bringing that shit in myself. So I went online and I bought it just now. And the blessing of it all is I paid for it with my PayPal money because it's a PayPal link there because I can't get my PayPal money transferred to my bank because it won't allow me to because I live in Bermuda. So when I get like a decent amount of money from my PayPal from making money on here, I'll use it to buy things. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use my money to pay for this damn saw and the stand. So it worked out perfect. So thanks to everybody who's gotten readings from me and contributing to my channel. I paid for a saw and a stand so I can use that to make some shelving for my sister's closets and my nephew's closets. So my hard work paid off, and Spirit said, Mark, you got to go to this website and get the deal. So Spirit had my back today, put me in a really good position to get a nice deal. That's like unheard of. And it's like, this is only for the next like 48 hours or whatever. So they sent me a confirmation email and said that it's all ready to go. They're gonna send it on Tuesday. So I'm like, yeah, baby, good. About time something happened good. So I was very happy to use my PayPal money to buy it. So Spirit's got a way of putting me in the right place at the right time to get a good deal. See, because I'm using that tool, to do to cut the wood for the closet shelving, because mine's already done, but I got to do everybody else's. But I need that type of tool to do what I have to do. So it's going to benefit me in the long run. And if anybody says, oh, wow, look at your closets, they look nice. Who did it? Oh, yeah, my uncle. My nephew used to be like, yeah, my Uncle Mark did this closet. Oh, yeah? Cool, yeah. And the good thing about the saw and the stand, I could put it in the back of my van and go do it at somebody's house. Like, I don't need to do it here. I can take everything with me. It's portable, you fold it up, you put it inside the van, you take it out, you unfold it, you put the stand there, you put the actual saw on top of it, and you can go ahead and do whatever you want. So I'm really happy that I ordered it and it's all legit. So I was happy. And then there's like another place in Bermuda that just opened and they have like tools like that. It was the same price. It was almost $2,000. And I was like, oh, hell no. So by the time I landed, it'll be half the price. I'm like, yep, everything happens for a reason. I was like, good. So yeah, something good happened today. So as long as I'm living and my back's not hurting that much, and I did some work today, and I just have to keep putting on that back brace that I have, and then I'll be all right. You want a message? You want a message, Santina? I'll give you a message if you want. I just take like when it hurts a lot, I'll take like an Aleve or a Tylenol or something like that. That's all I do. I'll take one, but I'm not one to take every 4 hours and all that shit. And what I do is I lay down on my back and I stretch and I try not to overdo it. I'll do it every other day. And then sometimes I have this other stuff called BioFreeze. No, it's not my lower back. It's like halfway up on the right side. There's like a it feels like someone's like, Charlie horse my back. It hurts. It's like a muscle that's pulled there. And every time I do too much work, it hurts. But it's not all the time, but it hurts though every now and then. So like it hurts. It feels like someone's like put their hand in my back and like pulled the muscle. It's a weird type of feeling. Like, and if it hurts a lot, I won't be able to like move too much because it'll hurt. That's okay. I can endure the pain every now and then. But ever since I've been stretching, like every other day I'll stretch and stuff, it's all right. As long as I use the back brace, like today I used the back brace all day and I didn't feel any pain. And then I got an Epsom salt bath, so I feel a lot better now. I feel a lot better, so it's cool. I'm not like, in any serious pain or anything. But I gotta be careful that I don't overdo it. I wanna go to like a chiropractor or acupuncture or whatever, but last time I went, they made it worse. Like they dug the shit out of my back and it made it worse. And I don't want that. To me, that shit like it's only for certain things. Like if you're already injured, that ain't gonna solve anything to me. So last time I went for like a massage type of thing and my back was hurting, it made it worse. So if I just stretch at home and just take it easy, it'll be fine. So every day I work in the morning and then like 1, 2 o'clock, I'll relax and I won't do nothing for the rest of the day. So every day I just do a little bit of work at it every day just to catch up and be cool, and then that's it. So every day just do a little bit and then I'll be all right. All right, Santina, let me see what I got for you. And of course, every time I read you, I get like a spirit in the background. There's like a heavy set black guy in the background here, and he almost like he looks like he's got like thick black hair, like curly black hair, but like round like type of stuff. And he's big and fat. It's like a big guy, but he doesn't look old. He looks young, not young, but like maybe like 40, maybe. I don't know, maybe like 40 something. Yeah, he's a big guy. You know who he looks like? You ever watch The Simpsons? And you know that the black guy on The Simpsons? I can't remember his name. I don't watch it no more, but that black guy on The Simpsons, he looks like him. That's who he looks like. Same look and everything. That's who he looks like to me. And I'm wondering who to like what he wants. He just came through like, and I'm like, what the hell? You know who I'm talking about? Yeah. You know, like the cartoon character guy. Yeah. All right. This is your card. It says ease and grace. And this says you are being guided to flow like water. Don't feel the need to rush or force your way ahead. A gentle approach will be more rewarding. Have patience and move with grace. Your angel guide is encouraging you to see life as a dance. One step at a time, you will make your way through this incredible journey, learning more and growing along the way. How you can move with more elegance and how you can slow down, how you can bring more grace and poise to your current situation. This is a time to soften, breathe, and move in a way that is steady but flowing. This information may come to be as a surprise and even a challenge to you, but your angels know it will be beneficial for what is coming your way. Yeah, you know the cartoon character. Yeah, that's who the guy looks like in real life. He looks like that. Like he's got big lips, and he's got like a big nose. He's got like black hair, but like salt and pepperish. So I would say like I don't know, like I can't really tell his age, but that's what he looks like. You know? Yeah. I mean, it could be anybody really, but he came through when I was talking to you. And I'm like, this guy looks like the guy off of Simpsons. Yeah. You know what? He's like, he says he's from your dad's side. He says, tell her I'm from her dad's side. You're welcome, sweetheart. He says, I'm from her dad's side. Mm. But let me see what he says, like, because he's talking to me like more. Like I said, do you know Santina? And he's like, no. But he knows your dad or something like that. Like he says he's your dad's cousin. He says I'm her dad's cousin and I died from a heart attack. That's what he said to me. Like I had to really listen to what he says because his voice is very like soft and like low, like like he's mumbling. Like when I really like asked him, but he says you don't know him. Yeah, it could be his uncle, but he said cousin or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Just tell your dad if he knows the guy from Simpsons. He looks like him. And the spirit's kind of chuckling like he's laughing because I compared him to him. But like an older version, know. He said, he just told me that he's your dad's cousin from your dad's mother's side. And he died of a heart attack or something. That's what he said to me. That's information that he told me. Because when I asked, does Santina know you? And he's like, no. So it could be like his uncle's son or something like that, or like your grandmother's. If your dad's mom is alive, And then it's like maybe her, like her son, or like, no, not her son, but like, her son, something like that. Yeah, always. And I don't know, like, I think last time we read it was somebody different. Oh, his mom's alive. Oh, okay, so there you go. That's probably why he came through. So if his mom's alive, he says, I'm the cousin of her father's mom. So this guy, yeah, he's from the mom's side. I don't know. Maybe you can ask them and see who it is. Maybe, I don't know. Like, he's a big guy. He's brown skin, and he's got like, black hair with a little bit of white in it, curly, and it's thick, like it's round. Not a box, but like a round hair, good bit of hair, and he's big. It's a big dude. He's got big lips. He's got like a wide nose. But it's something to do with his eyes. His eyes look different. Like, how some black people have like green eyes. Some of them, like, and they look kind of weird, or like really really light brown eyes. He looks different. There's not too many black people that look like that. Yeah, like he's got some like clear eyes. Yeah, that's what he looks like. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Like, yeah, you might not have met him, but you might know of him. Because when I asked him if he knows you, like he was like, no, like, don't know you. Like, you could have just said hi to him or something, or he might have been in another country or another state where you never really saw him. You just knew of him. His name might start with his name might be Al or Albert or Al something. I can't really, like, he's mumbling a lot. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Big Al. They might have called him Big Al or Big Albert or Big something like that. I don't know what the fuck his name is. He's trying to tell me a lot some stuff, but like, he's mumbling. I can't really hear him too much. He's got like a big mouth. He like shares all his teeth. He's a big dude. He's cool though. He ain't bothering me. He just came through. Remember that woman that always used to come to me for you, your Aunt May or something, right? Aunt Mabel. You remember her? Like, well, you might know her. He looks like he could be related to her. Could be. Oh, depends if that's the same side. I don't know. He kind of looks like her in a way. Yeah, my Aunt Maggie. Yeah, sorry, I said Mabel. Yeah, yeah, I knew it was something like that. Mabel, Maggie. Yeah, your Aunt Maggie. He could be like on that side. I don't know if she had a brother or could be him, or she had like somebody that looked like him. She looks like this guy, but he's a little darker, just a bit, like not that much. But they kind of like have shades of like looking like that. No, he said he's on your dad's side. He said I'm on her father's side, but the your dad's mom's side. Like, So he's on your dad's side, but through his mother, not his father. She's the mother. So your grandmother. Yeah. Hey, I don't know what to tell you. It could be him, could. That's what he said. So I'm just going by what he's saying to me, like. So I don't know, like, if that's what it is or what. Yeah. Yeah. You can ask your dad and see if that could be it. Like he looks between 40 and 50. That's what he looks like. Like that's his age range, I would say. He's like my age, like 47, around that age, you know. Yeah. Like I said, he's a big dude. So I don't know. Sometimes they just come through because they know you. Like they're not necessarily, he doesn't say like I help her or whatever. He's just like, saying hello. And he's just like letting me know that he's a part of your family. But that's all he's doing. He's not like basically like, saying, hey, I help Santina and tell her I'm gonna do, like, they don't say shit like that sometimes. They just show up. All right, cool, no problem. But he's all right. No, he's a cool. He's not bothering me. I'm asking him the questions because I'm trying to figure out who he is for you. But he was just sitting there. He ain't harming me. Like they all know that I'll just say whatever and make sure I get the message across. So that's your homework for tonight. You can find out who he is. I'm sure he's definitely your family of some sort, because he wouldn't come through if he wasn't. And I know they come through all the time, especially for you. They be like, yeah, I know her. I'm like, oh yeah, you know her, huh? I'm gonna write down something real quick before I forget. Okay, cool. I just remembered to write down something with my order that I just did. I had to remember the damn password. So maybe if I go back in, I'm not gonna get lost. All right, I got your donation. Thanks, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Okay. I don't want to open that up. Okay. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll go ahead and tell you what I see. Well, like I always tell you, your question is what the spirit wants you to know. And they want you to know that they're always around you. That's for sure. But they want you to like, they want you to be safe, secure, and focus a lot on family. Like if you have children, focus on your children, focus on your parents, whatever, your family life, your home, where you dwell, your money. Um, they say you're at an age now where you've been through enough experience to know what's right from wrong, what to do, what to not to do, how to be and what how not to be. Um, they want you to know that you're always secure. Any family matters that come up, you can deal with them. Um, like they want you to know that where you are, your environment, you're sheltered. Like you can be continue to be cautious about your surroundings, but they want you to know that be very discreet. Don't tell too many people about your blessings. Don't tell too many people about what you're doing in your life, even when you get happy and you get excited. Like don't tell too many people about your accomplishments. The main thing they're saying is like they know your accomplishments, and the people close to you know your accomplishments. So keep that like private instead of public is what they're like pretty much saying. And if you want to get certain things, materialistic things, you can just be very like cautious on how you spend. And like they don't want you to get in any type of material trouble, like overdoing it, overspending, and not making any mistakes. Um, they say that sometimes you might be emotionally confused with a man or with like your love life, and saying to yourself like, "What the hell's going on? Why do I have all these other blessings, but when it comes to males, you have like an issue?" So they might be saying that this emotional confusion you have at times is letting you know that you need to focus more on your like your money stuff and your family, and they want you to focus more on that. I always emphasize that all the time, right? And that's what they're basically saying. Like, don't make any mistakes when it comes to like that type of stuff. And they don't want you to be some man's mistress. They don't want you to be like a hoe. They don't want you to like just give yourself up. They want you to like really focus on your life, your money, and your family. Like they said that the man that is around you is gonna cause you sadness. They're gonna give you like a lack of faith, and then like if you deal with the man that you're around, he's not gonna be any type of reward in the long run. He's gonna end up causing you trouble, and he's gonna restrain you from being with the people you love and try and take all your time and all your energy. You know, so they're saying that the love life part, is not going to be something that you should be dealing with and giving your energy to. They want you to be more focused on, your accomplishments and your life and your job. And like they really want you to focus on your safety, your security, saving money. Like your ancestors are all around you. As you know, like when you come in here, I always see spirit around you. And you're one of a few people that I see that around a lot. That's like so many people. I know a lot of people, but you and maybe a handful of people, maybe other 5 other people I know, that spirit's constantly around you all the time. And the reason why they're like that is because of where you live. Like if you live in a place where they're content and they're happy, and they're gonna stay around there. And I remember you saying that I think your mom lives upstairs or something like that. So yeah. So like so your mom's family, and if you have a big family, which I feel you do, like they're all around you in that home, that whole the complex you live in. They're all there. Your ancestors are like there's tons of them. Like I see like I don't know if like your family was like the family that was like 100 years ago, if they had like wealth, or they had like, properties, or they had like, some type of value. It doesn't have to be money. It could be like, like a business, or like an empire, or like a some type of shit like that. It could have been like, people that were of power. So that's why you probably feel them a lot. Yeah. So they're always there. They're there. Your whole ancestors and everybody's around the house. But they just want you to like keep on focusing. Yeah, don't focus on love right now, because they said that the man that is around you is not the right partner. It's not the right person. Like they're just gonna confuse you or use you, or they see like where you are. Like they're saying that because of where you live, it might attract the wrong man towards you. Because the men that you do attract might just want to live with you because you where you live. Or they might just be around you just because they think that, you have somewhere for them to rest their head. So it could be that too. Yeah, if you guys feel them and they're not bothering you, which I doubt, they're protecting you. That's why, like, they're telling me that you guys probably aren't gonna have any bad things happen with your home because they're there. And I was just telling somebody this the other day, that spirit, if you feel spirit in your home, they're protecting your home, because people are trying to get in there. Like physical and spiritual people are trying to get into your home. So that's why, like, all your family was there, like, Yeah, it's nothing to fear. Yeah, I always tell people there's nothing to fear. You know, the spirit will do bad things if you're a bad person. They're gonna try and haunt you. you know, that's different. But I don't get that. I always get good people around you. Yeah, if you can feel the energy around you and it doesn't bother you, then don't let it bother you, because they're not trying to bother you. They're trying to protect you. That's what they're doing. Like when you guys leave home, they're sitting there protecting your home, making sure nobody comes in there, making sure like no other spirit invade the place, and they all just want somewhere to hang out. Like, and especially if your home, if that home that you're living in, especially if those people that have passed away have been in that house before, then they're gonna come back anyway. So that's the question you gotta ask yourself: is the home that you live in now and upstairs where your mom lives, right? Because I think you told me that before, that she lived upstairs, or somebody in your family lived upstairs. So if these people that have passed away, if they've been in that home at some point in time, then that's why they're there, because that's where they used to go, that's where they used to live, or that's where they feel comfortable going, to people that are living, that they care and love and want to be around. Because they're gonna go where they're comfortable, where they're wanted, where they know that they can be. So that's the question you gotta ask yourself, you know? Yeah. Hey Tristan, all's good, bro. How are you? And another reason they're there is to protect your children. So if you have like young children, like teenage children or something like that, then they're gonna, be trying to take care of them and make sure they're not being attacked or, messed around. I'm doing a reading for Try Hard HG, my friend, talking about spirits protecting their home. Yeah, so if you have children there at the house, they're trying to protect like a young daughter. No, no, sorry, it's cool, bro. So if you have like a young daughter, then like a teenage daughter or a young daughter, they're trying to protect her, you know, a lot, because she might be, you know, being admired or being like, tampered with in a spiritual way. So they're trying to make sure that they're not gonna fuck around with them. Oh, you have two young daughters. Well, there you go. Yeah. So if you have, it's probably the youngest one. So if you have a young daughter, the youngest one they're trying to protect at all costs. That's their main concern. Is the youngest one might be like popular or something, or she might have people around her that look at her and like how people give people the evil eye, those type of things. Like, and if your daughter is very pretty or she's beautiful, like she might get hated on because of how she looks or what she does, or if she's really smart. People are always like trying to zap the young kids because their energy is not fully developed. So that's where spirit comes in trying to help and make sure like they protect that your daughter. Some people don't understand that that's how it works. Like they pretty much make sure that no one tries to conquer their energy or avoid annoy them or make them do something bad, like So that's something that you can think about, but they're just trying to protect you. That's all. That's the main thing. They're just trying to protect you. That's what they want you to know. So when you feel them at home, it's not a bad thing. you know. And usually, spirit protects the youngest because they're the most vulnerable. Like children are vulnerable to get attacked by spirit, or there something bad will happen to them you know because their looks or because their way they are or who they're around. So that's why like when they come home, they get relieved from the outside world. So even though she might get attacked at school or at work or like during the day, when she comes home, they're gonna relieve her of like negative shit, or they're gonna like try and do something where they can unzap her from any type of bullshit. That's how it works, in my opinion. And they can make sure that nothing's gonna happen to her. So usually the young one will always get attacked by other spirit and just from people in general. It happened to my nephews, and it happens to a lot of like young children because spirit can get to them sometimes. You're welcome, Santina. No problem, sweetheart. It's all good. Is it good to burn ancestors' money? Um, I wouldn't say burn it, but like it's good to like offer it. You know, it all depends on what it is. Because I was always taught to like offer the money not to someone, but like put it out there so someone else can find it, type of thing. You know what I mean? Burning it, you can, but make sure you don't burn it like, if you want to burn anything, you have to go out into the woods, like go somewhere far away from your house and like dig a hole, burn it, and then cover it up. Or if you want to offer it or like to someone, you can actually like you don't want to give it to anybody really. What you want to do is put it so where someone else finds it. So that way, like for instance, you know how we find like, money on the ground, or we go through like our daily life and we like open the door and we're like in the parking lot, we see like a dollar bill or a penny or whatever. Like that's just spirit's way of saying, yeah, we're here. Or remember, someone had lost that money, so that way you can find it and get the sign. So if you have money like that, for instance, I'll give you an example. Um, I would say about, I don't know, like maybe 5 years ago, um, I took like a bunch of dimes and like maybe like 6 or 7 dimes, and I was walking along this trailway, and I threw a dime every so much feet on the ground, like to the side. So whereas somebody was cutting the grass or they were walking and they, saw that like the flash, like the reflection of the dime, that'll be like that's like your offering to spirit. So spirit will put someone around that money to find it to be like, oh shit, look at that, I found a dime. And they say when you find a dime, that's spirit around me. So like it's like we always have to keep a gun. I haven't done it in a long time because I do different things instead of like using money. But if you want to do that, you can. But it all depends. Or you can buy something in memory of them. You can do that too. For instance, like if you have like old photos of them and it's not in a frame, you go buy a frame with the money and then you put them in the frame in like a big collage or something like that. So that way you're using the money um, to verify them and to acknowledge them. So there's certain things you can do, or you can buy like a candle and like you can light it and write their names on it if you want. Like you can do a lot of things. There's so many things you can do. Or if you knew what they really liked, like one of your ancestors could have loved screwdrivers or something like that, or tools. You can buy a screwdriver in memory of them and like leave it somewhere and be like, yeah, this is, so and so, whatever, or whatever the case may be. But usually our ancestors' photos are like loose and they're not in a frame. So you can put them in a frame if you want, and you can use that money to like in their memory. So it all depends. You can do a lot of things. The what I suggest is do things in memory of them. Like for instance, I'm waiting on my inheritance that my auntie and uncle left me and my siblings and my cousins. We're all nieces and nephews from them, and they were rich and they left us all like a couple $1,000s each. So when I get it, I'm going to buy something in memory of them. But when you buy it, you can't just buy it and be like, yeah, I'm taking their money. Fuck you. Thanks for giving me the money. Like when you buy it, like say it out loud. I'm buying this item in memory of you, auntie, and you, uncle, so and so, shit like that. So that's what I'm going to do. Whereas the other people that have the money like I do from them, they're probably not going to do that shit. But like my auntie and my uncle, they had like in the back of their house, they used to plant flowers and they used to have like garden and they used to really like, certain things. My auntie loved flowers and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is when I get that money, I'm going to go to the flower place and I'm going to buy a bunch of flowers and take it to the church because she was very religious, and I'll give it to like the priest or whatever and say, look, this is my offering from my auntie. She passed away. She was here in Bermuda at one point. She came to this church. Here's some flowers in memory of her, and she'll be happy. Like shit like that makes spirit feel like, yeah, they're not just using my money to fucking buy drugs or alcohol or food. When you do something in memory of them, it makes them feel. You got to put yourself in like a spirit form at one, in a spirit mentality, and feel like how would you feel if somebody did that for you. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna like buy some flowers and take it to the church, and I'm gonna buy some flowers for my mom and like plant it all around the house. Like she has like a bird bath monument thing. So I'm gonna put flowers all around there, and when I do it, I'm gonna say, "Look, this is the memory of your sister, my auntie." Blah blah blah. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm waiting for the inheritance. It should be here, soon. And when it comes, I'm gonna use it to help my parents, help myself. donate some flowers and shit, stuff like that. So that was very nice of them to do. I wasn't expecting that. None of us knew. So my auntie passed away a year ago this month. She passed away on the 21st of May, I believe. Something like that. So the anniversary of her death is going to be coming up, and we still haven't got. It's been a whole year since she's been dead, and we still haven't got the inheritance. So it took a whole year so far, but it's all good. Like some of those people want the money like right now because they're broke, and me, I don't care. I'll get it when I get it, and when I do get it, I'm going to use it to help. That's all I really want the money for is to help my parents buy some shit for their house, and that's it. Because I wouldn't have got it if I didn't. If that wasn't my mother's sister. So it's only right to help my parents with it. That's what they would want me to do. So it's all good. So yeah, that's what you can do. I don't feel like it's good to burn money, but it's good to offer it or buy something in memory of them. You can burn things, but I don't suggest doing it. There's so many things you can do though. So many things. It's crazy. But yeah, I had this guy once tell me that if I put like a couple dimes like and throw them in the trees or throw them on the ground, like it's like you're offering to spirit. Even if it's a couple dimes, you're not really throwing the money away. You're just preparing somebody else to get a blessing. You know? So that's what I did that one time, and after that, my life changed. To be honest, I had a lot of good things happen after I did that. After I did that, like I felt good about myself doing it, and I also felt like it was meant for me to do and meant for me to hear from that other psychic person. Plus, I trusted the person that told me that. So, and after I did it, I felt like a weird sensation, and I felt like, and all these good things started happening. And I was like, "Wow, okay." But like, we're not supposed to let it get to our head. So yeah, there's numerous things that we can do. Oh, my sister just texted me. Tristan, how's it going, bro? How's life and work? Any change? Anything good? I'm surprised my dog's in the background sleeping, and it's like she should have ate an hour ago, but she's like all curled up in her bed. Like she's like, I don't need, I asked her before I came online. I was like, you want your dinner or what? And she just looked at me. She was like, ugh, and she just went right back to sleep. And I was like, oh well, you want to sleep? You're not hungry, oh well. Yeah, just been resting. You visited a friend out of town recently. It was fun. Well, at least you had some fun. No updates. All right. Last time I spoke to you, you said you wanted to like get another job and get away from your job, but you're still there. So obviously something, no, nothing's changed, and at least you're still there. Last time I think I spoke to you, you were concerned that, something bad was going to happen. But hey, at least you still got your job and you're still there. I think it's just mainly phases that people go through, and sometimes like it just needs to, like, it's just a test. Oh, okay. So you're not working there then. Okay. I took leave for 2 months, so I'm not working there currently. Just too much stress. Yeah. Yeah. The right, you know what? I remember I can tell you a story about my sister, and she was working with her ex-husband at the time, but which was her husband, and they were working together for years. And then when they separated, they were still had to work with each other. And then she couldn't work there with him no more. She just didn't want to see him and didn't want to deal with him. Plus, he was cheating on her, so with someone there, so it was even worse. So she was like, "Well, I need a job," and she left last year in June. She left because she couldn't take it anymore. She didn't care. Um, she didn't have to go to work right away because she was, she's well off. She's got money and stuff, so she was okay. So for 5 months, she couldn't get a job, and she was well qualified. She had tons of experience. She went to at least 5 interviews or more. Actually, probably more than that. She probably had about 6 or 7 interviews in 5 months and never got a job. They would never call her back or nothing. Then, in November of last year, all of a sudden, this woman that she knows very well, that has a daughter in my nephew's class in school, she was like, "Hey, I heard you're looking for a job, and there's a lady that's retiring in January, but they're looking for somebody now to get trained to do her job. So when she leaves, you can have it. So, and it's right up your alley. It's what you do right now." And she was like, "Oh, really?" Because they didn't advertise the job. It was just like word of mouth because somebody was like trying to get it anyway. So my sister went, my her friend, got her an interview. And my sister was pissed because she tried all these jobs and couldn't get one. So anyway, she went to this place and they hired her. 3 days later, they hired her and said, "Yeah, we definitely want you. We know of you. We know where you used to work. We need somebody like you, someone your age, someone with your experience." And then she went into training with this new lady so she can take over the manager position. And my sister's been there since November. From November to now, she's been there for 6 months. And it's the best job she's ever had. And she's making double the money she used to make at her old job. But she was stressing for a whole 5 months because she couldn't find a job. She was pissed. And I kept telling her, "Be patient, something's coming." And she would ask me to read her. And I told her, I said, "By the end of the year, you're going to get a job." "Fuck, man, I can't wait that long. End of the year. Shit, it's June." And I'm like, "Look, I just don't see you getting a job until the end of the year." And that's when she got it, November, at the end of the year. And she was pissed at me because, I was telling her that you won't get a job no time soon. Every interview she got, she asked me how it's going to go. I said, "You might get it, but I doubt it. The cards are telling me no." She's like, "Fuck, fuck." You know, she was mad, but hey, it took 5 months for her to get her dream job. So my suggestion is to keep interviewing and tell people that that you're looking for a job, you know, and somebody's gonna you're gonna end up getting that blessing. That's how it works. Same thing happened to me. When I left my last job before I went on my own, I said, "You know what? I'm going on my own. I can't live like this anymore. I can't work for people anymore." And one day I just said, "Fuck this. I'm not working for nobody." And I went straight to the city. I went to the government office. I went to the payroll tax office, the pension office. I spoke to numerous people. And I said, "Look, I want to start my own business. What can I do?" So they all sat down with me. I went to meeting after meeting, and they told me what I had to do, what I had to fill out. And within a week, I had my own business, everything was legit. So I made business cards at home on the printer, started handing out business cards, started talking to all these contractors. The next thing you know, bang, I'm here 16 years later. The best decision I ever made to work for myself. Same thing on here. When I started on here in 2018, I've been on here for almost 6 years. When I started back then, I didn't think I was going to be doing this for that long. I didn't think it was going to work because people are so skeptical of psychics and mediums and what I do. So it ended up working out perfectly fine. I've made a lot of friends, a lot of clients. I've helped thousands of people. And that's all that matters to me, is I got blessed because I took the risk. And it was a good risk. And that's what we have to do. We have to risk it all to get what we want in life. But obviously not a stupid risk, but at least put yourself out there to get the blessing. Put yourself out there to get what you need. The main thing is to continuously put yourself out there. So every person you talk to, say, hey, look, I'm looking for a job. This is what I do. And that's how I got where I got. I told everybody, I was like, oh, what you do for a living? I was like, I'm an electrician. Oh, what else you do? I said, oh, I paint. Oh, really? Okay, cool. Yeah, I actually need electrical work, painting work. What else you do? I said, I do construction. Oh, really? So you know how to do this and do that? I'm like, yeah. Okay, well, I need you for all those jobs. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll do them all. How much you charge? This, and that. Boom. When can you start? Tomorrow. Oh, really? Yeah. That's what I was doing when I first started. I would be like, yeah, I'm starting right now. I can work right now. I got my paperwork. I'm legit. Here's my business card. Holla at me when you're ready. You ready to eat now? Yeah? My dog's ready to eat now. It's an hour past her dinner time, and she's been sleeping and snoring. And now she's at the door like, yeah, I'm hungry now. An hour later. All right, baby, we're going to go eat now, okay? Get your din. All right, guys, I got to go. I'll be back in a little while. It's 6:33 here. I'll be back in like an hour, maybe an hour or so. I'm just going to go give her dinner and go get mine, and I'll be back in like an hour. Hey, Auntie Gone, how you doing? Tristan, good to see you, bro. Hopefully it all works out for you. Just keep praying. God's listening. Keep putting yourself out there. You'll get it, man. It'll eventually happen. All right, I'll see you guys in about an hour or so. Hey, no.